Alright guys, so another day on the boardwalk here, and we're going to do our 10,000 steps again, but I'm going to talk a bit about minimalism and how it helped me a lot moving out to the Philippines, and why I still, for the most part, pretty much practice it. Stick around. So it's a Sunday here on the boardwalk, or the boulevard, I guess they call it here. But it's kind of shaded, and it's a lot more activity going on because it's a Sunday and it's a little bit later in the day. So anyway, when I first moved out here, basically I had gotten all my personal possessions down to 4 totes, which I stored in my sister's basement. And actually, on my recent trip back to the US, I got rid of a lot of stuff, condensed it down to 1 tote, and that's now stored at my mom's house in her closet. And a lot of stuff I just tossed, and a lot of stuff I gave to my sons. And the other stuff is really just, the last tote is really just photo albums. And I ran out of time on this particular trip to take those down to I found a company that would scan them all and digitalize them and put them on the disc for you. And next time on the next trip, I'll do that. So then I'll get rid of basically everything that I have left in the US. But yeah, when I first moved out here, I had 4 totes and 1 big suitcase. This is what I took to the Philippines, was 1 big suitcase, 1 small one to carry on, and the laptop bag. That was basically it. And that took several packings. Like, I had to go and I would pack it. I knew exactly what suitcases I was bringing, and I would pack it. And then I was like, oh, still got too much. And I would take more stuff and give it away, or toss it, or try to sell it, you know. And that's basically what I did. And believe it or not, I actually got down to even less stuff later on. When I moved to the Philippines, I started realizing how cheap clothes were. And I would buy like 150 peso shirts, and I would take that and just wear it, and then like maybe the next location that I would move to, I would just leave them or give them away to somebody. So in fact, the first 2 years I started to collect a little bit, you know, like dishes and towels and sheets and things like that, things you need to live in your apartment and stuff. But when I finally got to the point where I decided I was going to take it on the road, I was going to take my motorbike and really just kind of move around. And I'll flash a picture up. This was all my belongings could fit on my Yamaha Aerox, under the seat, in the box behind me, and a bag in the front, and then also a backpack that I wore. And that was basically everything. Everything else I'd got rid of, and I would just purchase every time I went somewhere. So yeah, it's a lot more active today, huh? A lot more people out. Yep. Yeah, so it's a Sunday, so that makes sense, and plus it's a shaded out, so nice day for our walk to get our 10,000 steps. I think what we do is we kind of reward ourselves with something, usually like a milk tea or something at the end of our walk, which is what we'll do today as well. But really nice night or a day.
Yeah, it's so calm, and it's high tide.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is high tide. Huh. Let's take a look.
So clear, look at the water. Super clear.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, here it's nice today. All right, so back to the topic at hand now. Basically, in these 7, almost 8 years that I've been here, I'm basically lived pretty much a minimalist life. Like, I didn't own furniture, I didn't own a TV. I always rented fully furnished. And sometimes I would even negotiate in the rent. I would say, hey, can you guys throw in a bigger TV, or can you throw in a set of sheets or towels? And a lot of them would do it. So if you want to stay minimalist, you know, you certainly can. But at the point I got married and settled down, that's when, and the first time in my history of living out in Southeast Asia now, I moved into an unfurnished place, which I had never moved into an unfurnished place. And so basically I had to buy a refrigerator and a sofa and all these things. And so I guess you can't really call that a minimalist, because I can't exactly throw the sofa on the back of the motorbike and go, which is fine. It's kind of nice to have your own comfortable furniture you get to pick out, and your own dishes, your own, you know, I bought like nicer sheets, like Egyptian cotton, high thread count, and things like that, which you know, I've discovered when you move into these furnished places, it's usually the lowest quality. It's the lowest. It's just a hard 2-seat sofa, bell ringing. I don't know if that's a church or something. Church. So you do pick up some things along the way, of course, every time you move into a place. But like I said, I would always just kind of leave it behind. And when I got to the point where I could travel around on my motorbike, I would just, you know, use my motorbike for that. We'll continue when we get down to the next section. Okay guys, so we're back on the main part. A little more action going on over here. Today we got people practicing with like nunchucks and fighting sticks and everything. Around 5 o'clock they break out karaoke machines along the boulevard. So people walk their dogs and all kinds of activity going on. You got volleyball out here. So again, life will be easier for sure if you just kind of practice a minimalism type lifestyle out here in Southeast Asia. So much easier to hop from one city to the next, just in case you're not sure where you want to settle down the first few years, which I recommend. It's not a you know, it's a big country. It's not like you may move to the first city and not like it, and you may decide you want to go check out another one. So yeah, just keep it light. The other thing is now you got Amazon that ships out here for free, and you can buy clothing really cheap, and so you're not restricted to get the things that you want. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments here. We'll just kind of flip the camera around and show you the last few minutes of the video, what's going on here in the boulevard today.
take it real